Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. For myself, a reminder in the understanding of muraqabah. Muraqabah, and to make the connection with the heart, make the connection with the soul, is the ultimate stage. It's not the beginning stage of the tariq, it's a path in which we enter the door. Its ultimate result is to be in a state of tafakkur and contemplation, tadhakkar, and to remember that Allah has bestowed many divine treasures upon the soul. Because I say, why take this path, why take this difficulty, why take these realities? And then describe, it is the state of that reality that opens all the realities and the treasures of the heart. That the haqqaiq of jazba and attraction is not from us, the reality of faiz and emanation is not from us, it's not something that it's our secret. But the muraqabah will open for us, the tafakkur will open for us 3 doors, which is the first door of muhabbat, the door of hudur, and the door of fana. Allah not expecting that we would do this by ourselves, that we would just come across some information and try to achieve a reality that is virtually unachievable by the self, because it is the self that is causing all the problems. In the West they've beautified the word self, where we call it the ego. You cannot rely on yourself, you cannot rely on your ego. You cannot trust yourself, you cannot trust your ego. You cannot be self-sufficient and ego-sufficient. It's that bad character that blocking us from that reality. All of those were the signs in which Allah is teaching that there is a way in which to approach my Divinely Presence. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Atiya Allah, atiya Rasul wa ulul amri minkum. That holy I am is like a telescoped rope, it reaches to us to uplift us, and as it begins to uplift, it's now lifting us to the reality of the heavens. All these realities for us to understand that it is the obedience of Allah that we want. If we want to be obedient to Allah, we want to be obedient to Sayyidina Muhammad, and Allah grants a rahmah through the ulul amr. Because the ulul amr are living amongst us, with us, so that we can eat with them, we can pray with them, we can be with them, and they begin to dress us from that reality. So our whole life will be based on our relationship with the ulul amr. And that ulul amr, there are 124,000 that have the akhlaq and character in which Allah had opened within their soul sainthood. So from that reality they teach the 3 levels. There has to be muhabbat, there has to be the hudur, and that muhabbat and hudur will begin to open the fana and the relationship of annihilation. That will be with the ulul am. Once we've mastered that understanding and take a life of that understanding, it becomes the muhabbat of Prophet, trying to keep the hudur and the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad and being then in the fana of Sayyidina Muhammad which begins to open within the heart of Prophet the realities of the love of Allah. Means, قُلْ إِن كُنتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. That in the heart and the love of Sayyidina Muhammad there begin to open the highest level, which is the real love of Allah that is all encompassed by the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. And to be in that hudur, into that Divinely Presence, and to be annihilated in that presence is the ultimate goal.
Have you started planning for the cost of post-secondary education? We will help you open a plan and access thousands of dollars in government grants. Give your child a head start with a CET plan. Did you know that it may be possible to start an RESP and not contribute any of your own money? Call today and receive 25 air miles reward miles when you book a consultation.
Hi, did you know that your child may be eligible to receive up to $10,000 in government grants to pay for his or her post-secondary education? My name is Sikandar Hayat. I am here to help you. Call today for a free consultation.
Almost 150,000 Canadians a year will use a homeless shelter. These people need food, clothing, and access to basic hygiene. Fatima Zahra Helping Hand is a non-profit organization with the goal of helping the underprivileged in Canada. Along with our active support for recent immigrants and refugees, one of our ongoing initiatives is to feed and clothe the homeless. For more than a decade, we have provided hundreds of thousands of hot meals to some of the most vulnerable and needy. We continue these efforts with several monthly initiatives. For more information or to donate, please visit our website, nurmuhammad.com.
This is a way of marifah, a way of knowing the self, to know Allah. And the reverse is more true, that if you don't know yourself, it is impossible to say that you know Allah. How we can know the Creator if I don't know anything about myself? So the schools of marifah will begin to teach that you find the ulul am, 124,000 authorized ulul am. They will teach you the structure of that reality and the levels in which to connect. These are the doors of Muhammad that we come in to their presence and we learn the reality of love and respect. That ulul am, they have to sign off. There's nothing that can be achieved and stolen. You cannot take it and steal it. There's nothing to take. It has to be a station of muhabbat through good manners, through good character, through adab and discipline. That's why their schools are filled with discipline. Where people don't understand, they go to the mosque and say that, you're not like the imam at the mosque and you guys have like different rules. Yeah, because one is kindergarten and one is PhD. What you learn here you'll be applying to the greater shaykhs, to the greater ulul am, you'll be applying it to the ulul am that you see and the ones that you don't, because you've been trained. If you haven't been trained, you will try to bite the hand of the ulul am above or bite the hand of astaghfirullah of Sayyidina Muhammad. Impossible. That's why they are guarding and say, no crazy people in this presence. So it means the whole class is based on muhabbat. When we're taking that muhabbat, we're entering into that ocean of love, we're going to be taught how to revere, how to have respect. Then we begin to study that reality, learn from that reality, absorb ourselves in that reality. That begins to open their hudur. That which you want, you have to dive within it. You want to know about those realities, you should be reading them all the time, and they have them online on Nur Muhammad. You should be reading them all the time, you should be constantly going into that reality. You're sending your soul now to swim in that reality. Is that what you want? You have to be from it. You can never achieve it from outside. It's very deep. Don't let this go through your one ear and out the other. When you love something, you don't see anything wrong. Because every comment you make is going on your muhabbat register, because they're finding out what aggravates you, what agitates you. They immediately see all of these characters, that's when you know the school is real. Because you can go many places and they're just the people of zikr. They're not an authorized guide and they're not authorized to agitate and aggravate. Only through agitation you can begin to separate chemicals. That which may look like one, when you agitate it in the lab you bring out all of the various elements within it. So they want to begin to show you and themselves, what are you made of? What chemicals within you are agitated, when agitated come out. So immediately everything around you see you become aggravated with this, you become aggravated with that, you become upset about this, you become upset about that. You're nice to certain people, not nice to other people. If there's a financial gain, you're very nice with them. If you don't get money from them, you don't talk to them, they're not even human for you. What kind of character was that? That's not Islamic character. That's not the way of muhabbat. You love whom Allah loves, you love whom Prophet loves, and that's it. And you try your best with patience to show that love and that good character. Be clever to write down every night what agitated you, even if it's the price of the rice. Why? Because you're cheap. That's not a good and noble character. A loving person, someone in love doesn't see anything. Someone in love just lost in that love. Someone in love doesn't ever think about their pocket. Every day they empty it and every night Allah fills it, and nobody understands how they're surviving. That's love, because they are relying on Allah, they're relying on Prophet, they rely on the ulul am above them, that supporting and holding them. At that time when we begin to understand the depth of the ocean of love and testing, means that's why they say, then don't care about all these bad characteristics. You have the responsibility, go home, crush your bad character, crush your bad character. You begin to lose yourself in a love that now you're entering into their hudur.
Many people come and see me saying how difficult it is to get into the market and buy your first home today. At Shah of Kukutlam, we have a range of solutions that helps you find the perfect home that fits your needs. For over a decade, we have helped hundreds of clients, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors, achieve their goals. We also provide free seminars and workshops, so when the time comes, you can make an educated decision to set you and your family up for life. Whatever your needs are, whatever your goals are, come and see me. My name is Shah, and I can help you find the perfect home.
Naz Window Blinds offers high-quality custom window coverings for both residential and commercial projects. We offer a stunning range of colors and design options. We also provide an on-site measurement and style consultation so that you can be sure you're getting the very best option for your windows. Let us enrich the look, feel, and value of your space with custom window coverings. Call Naz Blinds today.
Welcome to Rumi Rose Garden Cafe. We offer an exclusive line of more than 40 teas, custom blended with ingredients from around the world. Rumi also offers an excellent, locally roasted Italian coffee and other hot beverages.
The one that you're accompanying, you will enter into his hudur. You come with all your burdens, with all your characteristics, who's washing it? If it's from one of those 124, he's washing or she's washing. And if he's washing, he washes to the ability he can and he gives to the ulul am above. And that's why you begin to have that love for them. You know that they're taking burdens from you, and people around begin to see you very white, bright and nurani. Hey, if it's not from you, we don't owe all our life back. These are then the realities of muhabbat. When you think through muhabbat and not think through the bad characteristic. When you think through the bad characteristic, everything's, oh I give like this like this, like this. That's not love. And you could sit 25 years with them, but that's not love. When they teach the real love, through all the testing and difficulty and struggling and striving, you become like a companion. Why were the companions so in love with Prophet? That's the reality of the hadith, you'll be with who you love. When you have that type of love, that type of ishq, you're releasing a light from your heart. From your heart it's bonding with their heart. Allah is even describing in heart of Qur'an, وَحَمَلْنَا ذُرِّيَّتَهُمْ, we have carried their dhurriyyah, your atomic reality. So imagine now these lights are coming together and being dressed by the superior light. The Muhammadan light of that soul is dressing your light. One light plus one light is one light. It's not physicality. When you begin to release the light of your soul and the love of your soul, one soul and one soul, when it comes together it remains as one. It goes back into an ocean of what they call now fana. Fana means that your light is lost in their light. That the oneness of your light entered the oneness of their light, and that light entered back into the ocean of oneness, and that is tawheed. You take 10,000 drops of water into one cup, what does it remain? One. This is all within their sciences, because the three realities of matter, that if you lose your solid form you'll have liquid. Liquid, when you add liquid it remains one. You're lucid, you're easy, you move into anything. A liquid state is in taslim, in submission. Nothing agitates a liquid state, because wherever they pour you in you're submitting, who cares? From liquid state a little bit more energy you become ethereal. That the water boils, you become angelic reality. That the tajalli in your soul is like a breeze moving in that reality. So then the whole school is based on muhabbat. That muhabbat releases the soul into their hudur, into their presence. You're keeping their physical presence and your soul is being dressed by them. You begin to feel their spiritual presence in everything you're doing, you feel them with you, because this is from one soul. That one soul is who? La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. And that becomes the fana, that when we begin to enter into that cup it's fana. So muhabbat al-mashaykh, hudur al-mashaykh wa fana, and to be annihilated, but not the shaykh physicality, but the nur of Muhammad that he has been annihilated in. And all of that will begin the next door towards the reality of Prophet inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa wa basir Surat al Fatiha.